1. Using brief and straight-to-the-point sentences, write a summary of who you are and your field of expertise. Your sentence must answer the question, why should we hire you? Also single out the most relevant qualifications you have for the job you're applying for. Number 2. Provide your best skills and traits, such as your capacity to work under pressure, ability to organize things, maintain positive attitude and communicate effectively, and many others. Third, your resume must showcase your proficiency in technology. You have to specify your familiarity with Microsoft Office, Adobe products, and even social media platforms. It would also be good if you include that you're still willing to learn and improve your technical skills through trainings and programs. Number 4, adding your hobbies or personal interests such as cooking, playing guitar, biking, and such is a no-no. Only show off specialized skills and knowledge such as fluency in foreign languages or seminars you've attended. Lastly, include keywords used by employers in their job postings. Say, for example, the employer is looking for an applicant with a specific experience on maintaining executives' calendar. What you would write is exactly the same words and not the rephrased keeping track of schedules. This is a plus point because the employer would know that you paid close attention to the details of their requirement. Remember, your resume is your first big step to getting the job you want, so leave an impact. an interview. Now what? You have to prepare to finally get the job. Now, you might be thinking that all employers still want to see the traditional way of presenting yourself during an interview. But most of the company nowadays can be trendy, thus the old advices you get may be completely different from what is in now. Always wear a suit. It was the old trick, of course. Although some companies would still appreciate this, it is best for you to do some research, especially about the culture of the company. Just be yourself. Traditional advice still applies. Whatever personality you have, it is still a formal interview, and the way you present yourself would help the employer on how professional you are. If you're applying in a corporate world, you are expected to answer interview questions in a professional manner. Again, researching about a company's culture is very important.
Grabe nga, sobrang boring talaga nung work ko dun. Alam mo yung uupo ka lang, tapos wala kang gagawin. Tapos yung mga boss pala, oh my God, ma'am, buti pa kayo. Tingnan, ang tayo yung ginagawa, tapos ang sipag-sipag nyo. Ma'am, fair tayo dyan, fair tayo dyan. Ma'am, I'm very willing to learn and I am able to contribute to the well-being of the company.
Even though they're interviewing you, you're also interviewing them. This is true in some instances, but remember not to get too overwhelmed to the point that you're questioning what they're asking of you. Your role for the interview is to respect the interviewer by responding to the questions properly. When asked to name your greatest weakness, say something that's really a strength. I know you've heard a lot about this tip, but I tell you, most employers nowadays often look for sincerity of the applicants. They grew tired of hearing that you're a perfectionist. Don't be afraid to state your weakness and then give examples on how you've overcome them.
I am too eager to work and I always come early. I always take my OT. I just can't help myself. I'm very sensitive when it comes to my other colleagues, but I am willing to adjust.
Don't talk about money until you have an offer in hand. Some say it's okay to ask about money, others would advise you not to. In fact, the first one is proper only if you do it at the right time. The latter part is also accepted, but you may consider asking only when there's already an offer.
So, are you aware of the income in this company?
Yes, I am very aware. Yes, ma'am, I've been briefed about it.
Do not admit that you've ever been fired. It might be humiliating for your part, but if you feel like there's a need to mention it, do so. However, make sure to also turn it positively as you can and admit the lessons that you've learned after getting fired.
No, I've never been fired. I always quit because their workloads are like, I don't get it. Ma'am, I've been fired once, but we've settled the issues now and the company and I are okay.
Keep all this in mind and voila, it would definitely complete your preparations. To give you more ideas on the kind of resume employers are looking for nowadays, the sort of applicants they are most likely to hire, and what has changed and what's not in the job interview, we've interviewed Mr. Max Sola via Skype.
Wala kaming certain type or certain sort of resume na hinahanap. Actually, what we look for sa isang resume is tinitingnan namin yung work history ng applicant. Kung recently employed ba siya. So, makikita namin kung saan siya huling nagtrabaho, yung duration nung trabaho niya in that company or yung tenure. And tinitingnan rin namin yung skills and proficiencies na nakalagay sa resume niya. And for fresh graduates, what we do is, syempre, sinecheck namin yung basic information dun sa sa resume niya. And ang ginagawa namin is, nakausap na namin siya for initial interview. From there, parang ginagawa na namin siya ng profile. So, personally for me, you have to dress for the job that you want. It says something about you, something positive, if you look really nice and really smart during the interview. Magandang impression yon sa recruiter or sa interviewer mo. Another tip is maging confident ka during the interview. Sagutin mo yung questions, huwag kang kabahan, do your best, and hopefully ikaw yung mapili sa shortlist. And lastly, don't lie. Huwag ka magsinungaling sa resume mo just to make your resume look good. And huwag kang magsinungaling sa mga sagot mo sa tanong sa'yo ng interviewer mo. Kasi personally, I have heard every lie na pwede kong marinig during the interview. So, if you lie, I'll know. Kasi most probably, I've heard of it before. So, yun. So, doon muna tayo sa mga hindi nagbago sa interviews. So, it's the basic questions actually, yung hindi nagbago. Like, tell me something about yourself. Your strengths and weaknesses. And usually yan yung mga tanong sa shift ng trabaho mo or yung working hours. Tinatanong namin kung okay ba siya sa ganitong salary. Mga ganon yung mga tanong na hindi nagbabago. And dun sa mga bago, or let's say yung parang mga tricky questions ng hiring managers, usually yung tanong nila is may connection sa gagawin mong trabaho or yung possible mong magiging trabaho sa company, and they will check if you will fit in to their company. Kasi these hiring managers are actually building a good working culture sa company. So, naghahanap sila ng mga applicants na they feel na makakapag-adjust or talagang mag-fit in sa environment na mag-fit in sa working environment na gusto nung hiring manager during the interview. So, you have to really expect tricky questions coming from the hiring manager. So, I guess ang magagawa mo na lang dun is answer the questions truthfully and answer it as best as you can.